Welcome to the podcast, guys. Welcome to Timeless, the very first episode of Timeless, in fact. Actually, you guys are seeing, obviously, the very first episode. And many of you, as you know, I posted on Instagram and Snapchat, and many of you responded. So thank you for that. Thank you for the beautiful ones out there. Today, I'm going to go over a few topics with you guys, mostly about starting this thing, why I chose the name Timeless. So let's just get straight into that, shall we? I don't know if we have intro music. Cade, do we have intro music? Well, actually, you know what? Let me start off by telling you what this all is supposed to look like. Now, I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time now, actually, and I finally got a mic. Well, as you know, this is actually not supposed to be handheld. I'm hand holding it. Yes, you're welcome. I know you guys are jealous. Okay. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while. Brendan and I actually did one, and we started B&C Podcast, and that went okay. Not very much viewers on that, which is totally fine. I get it. Who's going to watch a podcast that's really long, right? And we can get in that topic, too, of how long these podcasts are going to be. But to start off by saying that, this studio thing, so I'm going to have guests, which is another topic. Okay, I have to stay on track here. You're angled at me more, right? Well, you're not, but you're going to be angled at both of us. So I'm going to have a guest here sometimes. It all depends on schedules and what we're going to be talking about. And what I really want to do is initially I was going to get a desk, and I was going to put my laptop and the mic on the desk. And I started thinking, and I was like, well, I don't really have chairs, and I promise this story gets better, okay? I promise. And I was like, I don't have chairs. So then I stole these bar chairs from my living room downstairs here, and I was like, ooh, that setup looks a little good. So then I think what I'm going to do is I want the words Timeless right up here. And so you guys can see that, obviously, and I think it just adds something. And then I'm going to get a table right about here for the mic because, like I said, when we have guests, it's going to be very hard for me to set this down. And, I can't hold it and be like, oh, what do you think? Oh, really? Tell me more. So it's just not going to be good. So originally, I think I'm going to have a desk here or like a little table here, obviously, in the back or in the front or that. And then you guys can't see. I'm sorry about that. You guys cannot see my laptop right now, but I'm going to get a desk over here as well for that. So now that we went over the room, let's talk about why it is called Timeless. So I chose Timeless for a couple reasons. I was actually in here clearing out this space for the podcast, and a song came on called Timeless. And I thought about it more and more, and I was just like, wow, it could be a coincidence or not, if you will. But I think the reason I'm calling it Timeless because I really want to preserve the energy and then also the things that are going on in my life or in society as general. So that being said, I'm going to have guests on here that are going to be my friends, that are going to be coworkers, whatever it may be. And we're going to be talking about certain topics. Obviously, that's what a podcast is. Welcome. If you don't know what a podcast is. And so Timeless for me means you're going to be timeless. You can do anything you want necessarily. And you can, I have where's my phone? Hold on. I wrote it down the other night because I was like, yeah, this makes sense. So hold on. So yeah, I'm calling this timeless because I want to preserve the times that I live in. And I think that sums it all up. I think like my friends and my stories and stuff that's happened, I think this is like an outlet for me to do that. And I am going to be producing more videos, like just regular videos, like vlogs or just sit down videos. So doing this podcast is really nice because I can do this a couple times a week or once a week, obviously, and upload that. I do want this to be regular. I'm not sure exactly how to say that. Also, if you're coming to this podcast and you're expecting great grammar or very, what's it called? See, I can't even come up with the word. Don't expect that. Don't expect anything from this podcast, except you are going to learn new stuff that you've never learned before. I promise you that. So that being said, we'll move on from this timeless. But yeah, I'm glad that it's going to be called timeless. I think it's a really cool motto, if you will. So like I kept saying, I'm going to do guest. I have some people lined up right now. And if you want to be a part of this podcast, drop a comment down below, obviously, if you live in the area. Because I gladly would. My social media is down below. DM me, Snapchat me, do something. And we can talk about it and we can see. Because I really want to get other people's opinions and also just have a fun time and preserve the times. That was really good. I'm not gonna lie. So next is the setup, which I kind of talked about before, but we can go back to that for a second. The setup is everything that I already told you. I mean, it's a good thing that you're not looking what I'm looking at. Like, it's a good thing you're not looking at what I'm looking at, because right now it's a wall and it's filled with blankets and lights. And you know what? I'm so glad about that. I don't even care. I hope you can't hear that heater also. Also, this place that I have the podcast in, it doesn't have a door. So you're going to be hearing stuff from there. And so, yeah. Oh, dude, that's going to be frustrating if I hand hold this. I keep pressing the mute button. The length of this podcast. It's a great question. Thank you. I'm not exactly sure on how long these are going to be. I would love for them to be 10 minutes because that's usually the all attention that people can get. And if you're not intrigued in the first seconds, or you're not a big fan, well, okay, not a big fan, but what's it called? Wow. I mean, this isn't bad for my first podcast though. So also, if you have any topics that you're thinking about for me to do, then please comment them down below. Why not? Also, leave a like on this video. I'm not ending this, but I just wanted you to leave a like right now. And then if you don't like the video at the end, which we're almost nearing, then you can dislike it. So don't worry about it. Anywho, I'm excited. I'm excited for this podcast because it's just going to be a cool thing. I mean, honestly, it is. It's going to be cool because I'll be able to sit down and talk to you guys straight away. And if you guys want me to go live one time too, comment that down below too, because I can go live, except that might end bad because I make a lot of mistakes. So I edit my videos very much so. But if I do a podcast, it's really nothing different. So this style for the podcast, we can jump back to that. I think what I'm going to do is when I'm editing, back to the time too. So if it's really long, then I understand that not a lot of people are going to want to watch that. However, it is called Timeless and it is my podcast. So whatever I do goes. So in that sense, I mean, I can They might be an hour long. They might be 10 minutes long. I doubt they'll be 10 minutes because they can't talk about anything in 10 minutes that's actually intriguing. Now, if depending on the backlash and the feedback that I get from you guys, then I will judge whether they need to be shorter or longer, which I doubt they'd ever need to be longer for you guys. But if they need to be shorter, then that's totally fine. Then I'll do that. So, yeah. But, yeah, we have our first guest, I think, coming up this month. And the date is the date that it's published right now. So I think I'm going to call them Timeless Thursdays or Timeless Tuesdays. Timeless Tuesdays sound way better. So you're seeing this on Tuesday, baby. First one. And again, I'm just really excited because I feel like it's going to be a really cool experience, and it's just going to be fun because I'm going to have like my friends here. Let's just get going here, and we'll wrap this one up because I'm not really sure what's going on here. We talked about why I chose Timeless. We talked about future guest. We talked about the setup, which I'm very excited to actually have everything set up for. We talked about, closing times. Closing times. Never have to worry what you always figure out. You. All right, that was God. Okay, I put blankets in here and it's still echoing, and I really hope you can't hear that. Obviously, I'll know post editing, but yeah. All right, I'm not gonna strand this out anymore. Hope you guys had a good one. I will see you next time on Timeless Tuesdays. And please drop a like. Share this video if you want to with your mother, your grandmother. Wow. What I was about to say was really good. Good for the earth. Good for the earth. No doubt about that, dude. Okay. Bye. I haven't figured out how I'm going to end this. You guys, this is rough cut. I mean, really rough. So bear with me here if you know what I mean. Of course you do. I'm going to stop saying that too. I took a speech class, and it's almost out of next semester, which I do have finals, which is going to suck. But don't worry about it. Let's just end the podcast, okay, please? Please, can you just end it? You just end it? Can you just end it?
You just leave this up to me. I can show you my world. We can go through it all. You just leave it up to me. Take a trip to the stars. I can show you it all. You just leave it up to me.